So, what do you eat and how do you do it without having to go on some kind of fad diet or some kind of crazy keto, intermittent, paleo, Mediterranean, South Beach diet and turning your life upside down? It's really not that hard. In our bodies, we have good and bad bacteria. When the bad bacteria overtakes, we get a bacterial infection and we go on antibiotics. So if you've got strep throat, if you've got a urinary tract infection, if you've got some kind of stomach bug that's bacterial based, the doctor gives you some antibiotics. Well, what that does is it kills good bacteria in the process. And if you don't feed your body the good bacteria, then you're out of balance and your gut kind of tries to fix it, and there's some issues that can be had. So people will take probiotics, over-the-counter probiotics. There's a variety of them out there, and it's very, very tough to know which ones are good ones and which ones aren't. It's very confusing. But you can also get probiotics through food, and fermented foods specifically. Protein, obviously, we need protein. It builds our muscles. It feeds us the amino acids that our neurotransmitters need. And if you remember earlier, I mentioned the neurotransmitters. That's what's taking the dopamine and the serotonin that's being formed in your gut up to your brain to make you feel better. So if we're not feeding our bodies protein, the amino acids aren't getting the neurotransmitters sparked and they're not working properly. The other is fiber. Fiber keeps you full. For those of you who have struggled with opiates or opioids, I think you all understand where I'm going with this. It's going to help clear out the colon and actually get things moving. You got to clear that out, because if it's staying in your gut, that's bad bacteria. That's the stuff that's actually going to create imbalance. Fiber is necessary for probiotics to actually work. If you're not taking fiber when you're taking probiotics, you are actually kind of wasting a lot of your money on the probiotics. You're not getting the benefits of all that good bacteria. Water. You hear this everywhere, but it's so critical. That is also essential for your body on every level, on a cellular level, to move the bacteria around in your stomach and your gut and through your system. It actually helps heal your brain as well. Omega-3 rich foods, that increases brain functioning, and it actually helps your brain heal, which is something that you're working very hard on through your recovery, is to heal that brain. One very easy trick is to switch your plate around. If you've ever looked at the plate when they talk about a balanced diet, they typically try to make the protein king. That's the main focus of the meal, and then you have maybe grains and a vegetable on the side. Well, make the vegetables the main source of your meal. Eat a lot of whole foods. Eat a lot of bright colored vegetables and fruits. That is one really good way. The thing with fruits and vegetables is that they are going to help balance your gut. They're going to feed your body with the nutrients that it needs. They are going to give you the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to keep it healthy, strong, and balanced. And it's also going to fill you up. Try to add one new fruit or vegetable, because variety is really important. And not because it keeps you from getting bored, that's a bonus as well, but because it actually will add new vitamins and minerals into your diet. That is probably one of the biggest tips I can give you if you walk away with anything: whole foods and probiotic foods. Start by eliminating one unhealthy thing at a time. If you, in the morning, have to have your coffee, that's great. Maybe switch from the Frappuccino to cold brew with a half a teaspoon of sugar. So, don't make sudden changes, but make subtle changes. You want to make the right changes, but you want to do them in a way that's going to stick. This is not a fad. This isn't a diet. This is a lifestyle. Do try to eliminate artificial sweeteners. People think that I'm not going to eat sugar, so I'll eat like Sweet and Low, and so those artificial sweeteners actually mimic the same response that sugar does, and it actually changes the way the brain processes as well as the gut. The studies show that artificial sweeteners are doing more harm than good. So stick with something like stevia, which is from a natural plant-based sweetener, or monk fruit. Those are going to be the wonderful sweeteners. You can even use honey, sparingly. Not, you probably don't want to put like a whole jar of honey in your coffee. Stay away from processed foods, guys. I know it's really hard to not grab the Doritos and some of the packaged foods that are everywhere. When you go to the grocery store, stay at the perimeter. Don't go inside into those danger zones where they have, Captain Crunch and Nutri-Grain bars and Gatorade and Rock Stars. Stick to the outside where all the whole foods are. If you do eat dairy, try to stick with hormone-free, organic dairy products, as well as organic meats.